Hey guys, it's Will here, and today I just want to talk a little bit about a tournament that I'm going to in a couple of weeks' time. And I want to do this for two reasons. Firstly, I think it's got a really interesting concept to it that I think helps to redress some of the balance issues with the current meta in 7th Ed 40k, and I thought you guys might find it interesting. But also because I'm going to be doing a few battle reports in practice games for this tournament, and I just think it'd be good to have a video explaining the limitations of this tournament and why we're doing things a certain way rather than having to repeat the whole lot in every bat rep. So the tournament is 40k Gaming's Highlander tournament, and it's going to be a one-day 1500 point 40k tournament, but the big difference is going to be how army composition is worked out. So essentially you can only have one of everything, so that means one tactical squad, one rhino, one razorback. You cannot, even if they're being taken as dedicated transports for different squads, have multiples of the same vehicle, and you can't have vehicle squadrons. They all have to be individuals, so no sort of turn up with 9 Lehman Russes. No, you get one Lehman Russ. I suppose the different variants probably count as different ones. I haven't looked into that too much. So what this is going to do, in my opinion, is deal with a lot of the strongest things in the meta. Also, no formations, one book, no allies. So that's going to be a big thing. It's going to really help to deal with a lot of the really overpowered stuff out there, because a lot of the strongest lists basically either utilise spamming of units or formation bonuses. So take for example the strongest Eldar lists right now. They've got multiple units of jet bikes, multiple units of warp spiders, and probably 2 Farseers in a lot of the higher points lists. So you can't do that now. One Farseer, one unit of jet bikes, one unit of warp spiders. You've got to think a bit more about how you're building your list. Space Marines, the list with 6 tactical squads, 2 assault squads, 2 devastator squads, and a bucket load of transports for free. No, you can't. No formations, no spamming. Space Marine players are particularly going to have to think a lot about what they're including, although combat squads is an interesting way to allow you to have effectively 2 small units of the same thing by taking one large one and combat squadding, which they have confirmed is going to be allowed in their FAQ. Strongest Tau build, formation with multiple riptides. Again, no formations, no multiples of riptides. The no vehicle squadron also extends to monstrous creatures, so things like Carnifexes, riptides, storm surges that we've become used to seeing in squadrons are nope, just the one. That's the whole idea of this. Is it's very much lots of different units rather than giving the opportunity to spam, and I think it's going to make for a really fun tournament. I think it's going to encourage players to try something different. Like I say, it irons out the strongest lists, and it brings the game closer, I think. I've had a few practice games against Sam's Chaos, and they're not doing too badly. They're not necessarily suddenly overpowered, but it's bringing some of the lower tier lists, also lower tier codexes, into contention to actually do well at the tournament, which I think is great for the more sort of casual player, or at least the player who prefers to collect rather than collect an army of lots of different things rather than build the strongest internet list. I mean, as soon as I heard about this tournament, I'm like, yep, built-on Eldar, one of every aspect. It's just how I like the Eldar. I run multiples of certain things, either because they're Dire Avengers and that's kind of thematic, or they're Warp Spiders just because they're so good, but it's in my normal list. But in this, it's really nice to be able to pick and choose all the different aspects and run all of them. Well, not quite all of them, but I think I've got 6 different aspect units in this list that I'm planning to take at 1500 points. So I think this is going to be really fun. As for date, we're looking at the 7th of May, and hopefully I'll be able to get a few practice games in with the Eldar before then. Got one already done as a bat rep, which I'm hoping to have up pretty soon after this video, and yeah, then the tournament, hopefully do a tournament report and have that up within a week of it going out. So keep an eye out for that, guys. It should be good fun. I think it's going to create a much balanced, closer game. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see on that. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll hopefully see you guys again soon. Bye.